It's great you guys have joined us on this Saturday. And first of all, Eid Mubarak to everyone. I think it's the lockdown and we are celebrating festivals, so it's something different. I see some new people also. I see Priyanka Bagmare. Priyanka, hi. Tushar, hello. Aditya, Aishwarya, Amay, Amol, Arpit, John, Neville, Nitin, Ritika, Vikrant, Vineet, everyone, a warm welcome, guys. This is a very simple session, okay, wherein I just want to talk about social media, organic versus paid, because it's a very simple topic. Like you guys must be thinking, कि क्या बात होने वाला है इसमें? So let's take it from the start. I want to start from a very simple story, okay? Just before starting, some normal things. This is who I am, okay? And I run a digital agency called Singularity with my partner Amjad Desai. Okay, he's based out of Abu Dhabi. We do crazy stuff throughout the week, and we kind of like to spread knowledge and insights on marketing and whatever we are learning throughout the week with you guys. Yes, Ritika, I will just share the screen. One second. Thanks for that. Yep. So, welcome. So this is me. As I said, I am running this agency called Singularity, and it's crazy, right? Our week looks like jam-packed with stuff which we are constantly battling for our clients to get them visibility and to reach to their customers and grow their business indirectly. Okay, and that's what we do. That's what brings you can say food on the table. But while we are doing that, we are learning constantly. Okay, so this webinar series is just mainly a way for me to share my knowledge, okay, with you guys, so that everyone, at least the best learning is actually by sharing. Okay, and using that funda in mind, I'm sharing my knowledge so that I learn a lot by doing these sessions, guys. Okay, so thanks a lot for that. I have this simple formula in my life, which is I do nothing, I do everything, and everyone should have some or the other formulas for their life. Okay, this is how I am imagining you guys. Okay, and if you guys are like this right now, I would just want you guys to type in hell yes and send it across so that I know ki you are able to listen to me, you are agreeing to what I'm saying, or you are maybe not as excited as I imagine. Okay, so this kind of interaction will really be useful. I can see some head yeses coming in. Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot. So आज दोपहर है. Okay, दोपहर को सबसे ये जो टाइम है ये एक्चुअली चाय टाइम है मेरे लिए. Okay, and I am addicted to tea. So I wanted to start this story or start this you can say session with the story. And I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you guys, recognize this particular tea or brand of tea, which is known as Yevle Chai? Anyone who knows this? Ritika says yes. Devyani says yes. Okay, nice, awesome. So I'm thinking most of the people know what Yevle Chai is. Do you guys know how much business they do in a month? Can can I get some numbers like how much money do they make per month? One franchisee, like one setup. Anyone who would like to participate in this can actually raise their hand, and I can allow them to maybe get on the call with me, and we can actually have a conversation. 20,000 plus. Okay, Vineet Chandra has raised hand. Okay, one second. One second. Hey Vinny, you can hear me?
Hi.
Hi Vinny.
Yeah, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, you're perfectly audible.
All
So
right.
can you
Yeah.
tell me
So my
what
question
Yevli
is,
tea?
in
Yeah,
terms.
yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I haven't come across this brand as of now,
Okay.
so far. So I just wanted to ask you. You asked the business they do in a month. So in terms of
Right.
revenue or in terms of volume?
Revenue. So it's a franchisee owned business. Okay, basically it's like McDonald's of chai. So if you have a
Okay.
Yevle
So if
franchisee,
I
how much would that franchisee make? Is my question.
if I come up with a figure off the top of my head, I would say being a franchisee and you compared it with McDonald's, it would be in the vicinity of 2 to 3 crore. If it's a local business, I guess, and it has
Yeah, but I understand that. See, comparison to McDonald's is only from the point of view, okay, it's simple to understand. Everyone understands McDonald's. Second part is in terms of revenue, it just has one product, right now, chai. Okay, so Vikrant says 4 lakhs
okay.
turnover per month. So yeah, I think somewhere we are close. It depends, it changes. I will just show you something. Okay, thanks a lot, Vineet, for your
Okay.
time. I'll just
Yeah,
repeat the answer. Okay,
my pleasure for the opportunity.
thanks a lot, man. Yeah, bye. So if you just do a Google YouTube search, okay, and this is maybe Yevle chai, and there is this one particular video which is Dil Se Foodie Special, and the income is around 15 lakhs. Okay, and this is for one particular franchisee which is in Chembur, and wherein the franchisee owner actually talks about this ki how they are making it, and this is Chembur basically, and it's crazy. The reason why I'm saying this is any ideas on how a franchisee like this kind, like only one particular chai a person is selling, and they are making 15 lakhs per month, okay, from a single outlet. How do you think is the business doing? Is it doing great, or you can't imagine? And the investment, okay, investment point of view, say if we think about it, the investment is just maximum 4 to 5 lakhs. That's it. Okay, 4 to 5 lakhs of getting the brand, okay, on your side, and then further creating the store and everything. That is X number of you can say that also. I think it's getting covered over there, and the only thing which will be on a cycle will be your overheads, which is, let's say, salaries as well as rents and all those things, and electricity bills, right? But for somewhere around 5 to 7 lakhs you can get this franchisee and you can start this business, which is crazy. Now why I'm telling you this and why are we talking about it in an organic versus paid session? Okay, it's very simple. If I go right now to, let's say, social media and I search for Yevle chai, I am getting somewhere around 21 posts. These are being posted by people, okay, who have gone over there and they have, sort of maybe had chai, or they want to talk about their experience and so on and so forth. The second part to this is Yevle actually has their own official channel which has got 16.8 thousand followers. And this is their content. The content is okay. It's, I would say, not that great, but they're posting something. They are active. Okay. Now, a business which is starting offline is going online, and that's the beauty of it. Similarly, the one more business which is there is Jumbo King. I'm sure everyone is aware about this, right? If people are not aware, then let me know. But if you guys are aware, just put in a yes. Okay, awesome. John has asked a question earlier. I'm seeing who is the speaker? John, my name is Jaljeet Ajani. Okay, and I'm the speaker. I'm the co-founder of Clarity, which is a digital agency. And yeah, that's about it. In terms of Jumbo King, one thing which we need to understand is Jumbo King was in direct competition to McDonald's. But what they did is they took the vada pav, which everyone loves, and they kind of made it into a desi burger. Okay. Now, I want you guys to think of the strategy of these two businesses. Jumbo King, everyone would relate to. Okay. Yevle Chai, maybe some people are not seeing it. It is a up and coming brand. Okay. So it is going to come out. One second. John is asking a question. Yep. Jumbo King, the strategy was very simple. Can you guys tell me where do you find a Jumbo King in terms of a location? Okay, where do you find a Jumbo King in terms of a location? Come on, guys. Near station. Yeah, awesome, 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 awesome. Correct. Now, do you guys understand why is it near a station? Any guesses on that? कि railway station के पास क्यों रहता है crowd? Perfect. Now, what's happening is absolutely right, guys. Now, what's happening is all these things, okay, are near public spaces. You guys are absolutely right. It's a public place. People are traveling, everything. Tushar says attention, which is the word which I'm looking for. They know where the attention is. They know the price point, and they know exactly where it will sell. Okay, and this is where Yevle comes in. Yevle ka chai ka cup is just a 10 rupee cup. The Chembur branch which you see is similar. It's near the station. It's just 2 minutes walking distance from the station. Okay, lot of people who are working over there. Okay, lot of people who are working over there are actually from like who come over there are from maybe auto rickshaw drivers, taxi drivers, even local public. Everyone and anyone would come and become the crowd. Now, why we need to understand this is beforehand, location is everything, attention is everything. Okay, when we go to social media, if I ask you guys what is social media, okay, social media is nothing else but it's a space or a location which is online where people are going to share, their views today. Why is it existing? Because think of evolution of digital technology for some seconds, right? Initially there was a computer. Okay, computer के साथ में email आया जब, so people started, people always had this urge to share stuff. So initially, if you remember, people used to share a lot of uh, chain emails. Like you would have CC में 100 लोगों का नाम होता था, BCC में और 100-200 लोगों का नाम होता था, एंड 2 के फील्ड में भी और 100 लोगों का नाम होता था. ऐसे मेल्स कभी आपको मिले हैं किसी टाइम पे भी? Wherein I would say, one second, email sharing for social media. If we just do some random search, right? Chain email. Right now we are just doing two and ये सब में one second, two field email forward. Once again, computer. Yeah. Okay. This two field which we are looking at, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but a lot of people used to get like hundreds of email पे send में two के लिए there were 100 names. अपना CC के लिए भी 100 names होते थे. Okay, so I will get that screenshot. I'll share it with you guys maybe in some time, but right now it's not there. Now, yeah, this is I'm talking about pre-Orkut era also, Vikram. Now, what happened is because of technology, Orkut came into the picture, and the first time Orkut came in, and Indians jumped on it. The excitement about that was connecting to people who you could not connect to. You know, like बचपन में स्कूल में जो लोग थे उनसे आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. जैसे जैसे फेसबुक आते गया, एंड नाउ यू कुड कनेक्ट विद योर फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली मोर इजीली. You connect with them, but you don't communicate with them. Okay, initially सिर्फ hi hello होता था. You remember, do you guys remember the Facebook wall? There was something known as the Facebook wall, and we used to go and write on each other's Facebook wall. Okay, right now Facebook does not do that. Like Facebook does not have that option at this moment. So if we were to just see what the Facebook wall looked like, it was hilarious. Like we used to all communicate over there. You know, it was like Facebook used to give all this information. Ki Mona became fan of this, Mona became fan of this. Right now, this information comes, but this information comes in a very different format. Okay, it does not come in your face. There is no wall section right now. If you guys think about it, okay. Now, what happened is conversation on social media or social media has evolved over this entire period. How it has evolved or why it has evolved? It has evolved because mobile technology has evolved. On your mobile earlier, when we started off with Facebook, slowly, touch screens started becoming, more coming more in the hands of people. Now, as that came in, your mobile also eventually started taking better photographs. So people had this urge to share a lot of things. Click करो image share करो ऐसा कोई ऐप नहीं था, Instagram नहीं था. फिर there came a time wherein people started, like Instagram came into the picture, people started sharing on Instagram and so on and so forth. And today the world we live in, social media has gone beyond just connecting with friends and family. It has gone to the point of wherein you can get new business, you can get your next customer. Okay, and that's the importance of social media. Neville has something to add to this once again. Hey Neville. Hello. Neville, you will have to unmute yourself. Hello Neville.
Yeah,
Yeah, Neville, hi.
audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, Jeet, are you referring to something like MySpace earlier
MySpace
or
also was
Facebook
there, but
One?
yeah. Nee,
Something
so
like
there was
MySpace.
MySpace was also there.
Right,
There was
exactly.
Facebook
Same
also. So
thing.
yeah, stay.
I'll check if I can get a screenshot and share it with you.
Okay,
Right,
sure. So MySpace and all these, you can say social networks were
right,
there,
exactly.
but the only one thing which they were trying to do is they were trying to connect people with people. No one knew what would happen next. Okay, it sort of became like a connection system. Now
Right.
I'm saying it's gone beyond that. It's gone beyond. You can make connections, but you can now do certain things with your connections. You can get business from your connections. You can share things with your connections. You can become an influencer, and you can, promote brands, and you can share things online which your followers might want. So social
Exactly.
media is in this crazy evolution. Okay,
I was just referring to the evolution when you said Facebook wall.
right,
So I
right.
was just referring to that particular thing because even MySpace had that thing. I'll just share one link with you right away. Let me just copy the link.
Okay,
Yeah, Jeet, I've just shared a link. If you can check it out.
one sec. Yeah. So this
Something
is
like
the
this. Facebook type.
this is the Facebook wall, right?
Right, exactly. This was a
Yeah.
MySpace thing.
Yeah.
Initially, it
Okay.
looked like this
Right.
because I was a user of this particular app at one point of time before Facebook stepped in.
Understood. I think MySpace came into the picture, but MySpace in India didn't see that much of traction because
I was
by the
there on
time,
right, exactly. I was actually using it when I was working for Microsoft.
I understand. Yeah. It was a Microsoft product, right?
Yep, exactly. So
Right.
I sort of recollected that as soon as you said Facebook wall.
Correct. That's there. True, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Welcome,
lot, Neville. Yeah.
welcome.
So, guys, so that's how we have evolved, and social media has become something very powerful. Now, the question is, why do we use social media? Okay, there is this whole you can say thought process, like we are using social media. Okay, but any idea on why we use social media, or why are we addicted to it? Are we addicted to it? How many times do you guys check your Instagram? How many times do you check your LinkedIn, let's say, for example? Okay, and there's a particular reason to this. I got this cool infographic, which is the psychology of social media. It basically talks about, our hands can't stop ignoring a notification alert. Okay. We have been addicted now to this, or we are like the Pavlovian dog, wherein we have now been trained that whenever you hear a notification ting, you need to look into your mobile. Whenever you start scrolling, you get more likes. We get a dopamine rush. So if you see over here, dopamine is a chemical in the brain that creates the feelings of pleasure and want. So when we share something on Instagram and people start liking it, our brain loves it. Okay, it secretes a particular chemical is secreted, which is dopamine, and we feel the feelings of pressure. Okay, yeah. So Arpit is asking for the infographic. Yeah, I will share this infographic. One second. So let's see. So what I will do is I will share this link in some time. I'll have to find this again. Let me just do it right now because I don't want to be lazy about it. Psychology of social media. Okay, and yeah, so this first link is what it is. Uh, Here you go, Arpit. That is there. Cool. So what we are doing is we are using now the moment we wake up. Okay, we need social media. The moment we are going to sleep, we again need social media. Okay. Ritika, can you please send just my email ID and my email ID to John because he's having some issues with the audio and video, so that's why. Okay. Ritika will send that, John. So again, coming back to this, I want to just concentrate on the slides right now for some time. So the use of social media is not just from the point of view of getting business, but it's deep rooted in psychology. Whenever we take an action, we feel good about it. Whenever we see someone, and there is also this whole aspect of being a voyeur. So social media has become like social voyeurism. We are always intrigued to look at people what they are doing, what's happening in your friend's life, what's happening, where did they go this weekend, or what are they doing at this time. And that's what, like, if you go to Facebook today, okay, if I was to go to Facebook, crazy right now, one second. If I go to Facebook today, immediately the first message which I get is, what's on your mind, Jalji? And it's just made to talk to you, and it's just made for you to tell people what you are doing at any given point of time. The whole idea with this is people want to know, and you have the need to share. And this is what social media has become today. It's where, as Tushar mentioned some time back, it's where the attention is, so which is great. And that's why we are talking about this right now. The two topics which are there, which I want now you guys to answer because I would understand what is organic social media. Okay. So when I think of organic, I see this image. Can anyone can someone tell us what is organic social media? And yeah, that would really help. Please raise your hand so that we can, I can enable that person to talk. Anyone? We need, yeah.
Yeah, hi again. Can you
Yes,
hear
we.
me?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. So, like you draw a comparison between organic and paid. So, if I define the term organic, for me, what I understand, it means a natural growth of something
Okay. Okay.
organic without any external
Push.
yes, without any external push.
Okay.
And paid means you are putting efforts and resources, most importantly. And in organic, you don't pump in resources as much as you pump
When you say
in
resources, can you highlight like what are these resources?
resources. Primarily, it revolves around money, and
Okay.
going beyond that, it could be human resources. It could be social media optimization, and which also again cost money to any organization who is in the need of such optimization
Okay.
to gather business or to get some traction. So yeah,
Understood. But
this is my idea.
let me. It's correct. Let me just ask one thing. Ki, when you say resources include people also, so do you also mean to say ki organic we don't do anything? Is it like people should just follow us for no for us not even posting content, or we should be posting content?
Posting content on our own,
Yes.
using the resources that we already have, existing resources, without putting in, like you said, much effort into expanding it on social media platforms. Like every day, a new site is coming up and is becoming popular, and you need to have a focused, a dedicated team towards managing all those sites and all
Right.
those things. So yeah,
Perfect. Okay. Thanks a lot for that. Thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Uh, Neville, do you want to add something to this? Okay, I can't seem to get Neville. So yeah, uh, organic. I would agree in terms how many people. So okay, Devyani has added here. Organic social media is your circle you created. They naturally by posting your post and not using money. Okay, cool. And yeah, that is right. Like see, one of the main things which everyone would say is organic is when we put in efforts and everything, and paid is where we start pumping in money and we add more resources to the picture. But
Right.
Yeah, yeah, Neville, hi.
Yeah, it could be. It could even include your sponsored or promoted tags or even influencers, depending on where you are located and the behavior factors. Also,
Correct.
depending on the industry.
Correct, perfect. But this you're talking from a paid perspective,
Paid,
right?
paid. And
Perfect,
organic
perfect.
would be like where you just post up without even paying a single money, and you have followers to like your page and updates they see on your, maybe like let's take example of Facebook, where you have many followers liking your page, your homepage of the company.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yes, Neville.
Right, would it be that like organic would be like, yeah, say it's you have a company profile on your Facebook, and you share that page and they invite people, you're not paying anything for that.
Okay. It's sort of there, but still, this is what I wanted, and these are common answers which every time we get,
Mhm.
right? And these are correct answers on the whole, but there is some amount of traction or some amount of work which is still required. Okay, so I will come to that and I will cover that because I think that
Okay.
will help everyone to come on the same page. Thanks a lot. Amay, I will come back to you in some time. Let us, like right now, let's go ahead with the session.
Yep. Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So, in terms of organic social media, what we understand is broadly, organic is where money is not involved. Paid is where money is involved. Okay, and certain other things or campaigns like it could be in the form of influencer marketing. It could be in the form of giveaways or some contest or something. Wherever money is being spent over and above, that is your paid social media. The other thing which is organic. Now, an interesting question which I have is, do we need organic or do we need paid? Okay, if you guys think organic only, then go for A, type in A in the chat. If you say only paid, then go for B. And if you feel both, then type in C. Okay, Ame says C. Okay, most of us are talking about C. Awesome. I agree to all of you guys. Okay, so let's see how this works. Now, one of the main things which people have right now, which you will see online, organic social is dead. Okay, and that's one of the main myths out there, which people are talking about. Now, let's see what makes up organic social media. So, organic social media is something so simple. Okay, it starts off with a feed. So does everyone understand what a feed is? Feed is nothing else but your Instagram का page. जैसे आप open करते हो Instagram, you start thumb scrolling. Okay, and that thumb scrolling behavior is something which helps you discover new content. Also, look at whatever things you have liked. Okay, those things, or you have followed someone, you can actually look at their content which is newly shared. Now, this particular thing happens in a particular order. So let's look at this, how this thing works. Okay, so this is, let's say, this is our feed out here. Okay, the left side is our feed, which we scroll. What happens is this single box, if we look at, right, that is symbolizing one simple post, one single post. Now, or else let's talk about feed. I'll get to the post part later. So the feed is divided in this way, which is this long scroll. And the feed basically similar to this timeline symbolizes our morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Okay, every person on the offline experiences this, and every person online experiences this. Now the correlation is this part, which is in the morning as we wake up, we might have some free time. We open up our mobile and we see this green symbolizes we are seeing social media. Okay, it might be Instagram, Facebook, it might be LinkedIn, whatever. But in the morning time, you will find yourself looking at this. It's like the morning newspaper. Okay, so similar to the morning newspaper, you have included, or people have included, a part of their time on social media they spend. Then comes in your time in the office or work at home, maybe. So this white space is that space where you're working. Again, in the afternoon, after lunch, or maybe before lunch, you will find yourself again on social media in some way, shape, or form. Okay. There are people who are, now this is a very generic timeline of a day and feed I'm giving. There are people who might also be doing this. They can't stay away from social media. So every time during the day, they keep on going on social media. Okay. Now, the more time you spend on social media, the platform starts learning about your preferences. Okay. I will come to that. So imagine you are spending time on social media in this, you can say, particular way. And because of this particular way of you spending, you have to be shown certain posts. Okay. Now, how does Instagram know what post to be shown to who? That is a very important question. So the question then comes in is, how does something come on my feed? Something comes on your feed is based on ranking, and ranking is done internally by an algorithm. Okay, now this particular algorithm knows who are the people you are following. Okay, it knows what kind of posts do you like. So typically, let's say if you were to scroll through my feed. Now my feed I won't be able to show you because it is NSFW, it's not safe for work. Okay, because I scroll through multiple pages and see a lot of things. So people might get offended. So I don't want to share that. But what basically happens is, when you scroll down through your feed, you will see a mix of maybe food stuff which you like. Okay. So this is now taking from my feed. I see a lot of food on my feed. I see a lot of fitness on my feed. I see a lot of you can say social media comments and commentaries, some influencers are posts. All these things I keep on seeing. Why do I keep on seeing those? Because I have followed them. If you see my you can say Instagram page, I'll just go to this 1 second. So I am a very curious person. I just have 808 followers, but I am following around 4695 uh, accounts. Now, what that means is I am seeing a lot of content on my feed versus on any other person, because normally people they start thinking, "अरे जितना followers है उससे following कम रखूं." Okay, all those kind of pandas are there which people have in mind. So that's why people normally receive a lot lesser content than what I would be receiving. Okay, but still, so the posts, if you see, these are posts, right? Now what happens in a post, if you find the post interesting, you start going through it, you start liking it. Instagram is recording this particular behavior, and based on that behavior it will rank that content. Okay, similarly, how many people are following you, or how many people you are following, that will also determine what are the content which you will be seeing. Okay, the next main thing which is there is hashtags. And hashtags actually, so we saw the example of hashtag Yevle Chai. I didn't get their official account first. I went to the hashtag Yevle Chai, and through that I kind of got few pictures. I would also search for, let's say, hashtag Mumbai, and I will see pictures of Mumbai. Now, why? Hello. Yeah, why do people use hashtags, or why Instagram talks about hashtags or any social media? It's basically to club the content together. Okay, when I am doing hashtag Mumbai today, you are seeing a lot of people are using hashtag Mumbai. Now this is not Mumbai for sure, but this particular person, Shiv Sirasam, he thought I will put in Mumbai because that's a ranking hashtag and I will get more likes. The thing is, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. If your hashtags are relevant to the you can say to your content, and vice versa, then it will get a lot more attention. Right now you are seeing hashtag Mumbai में मुझे actually जो चीज मिलना चाहिए मुंबई, वो नहीं मिल रहा है. मुझे बहुत सारा चीज टाइम पास मिल रहा है. So this hashtag few months back was very different, and now it has become very different. Now, what I will do is I will search for Mumbai. Okay, and I get few accounts. I will go to this account, which is a brilliant account called Mumbai Uncensored. Now, in this particular hashtag, it's all about Mumbai. Okay, and what they are saying is, if you want to get featured, use this hashtag. So if you are posting such images of Mumbai, okay, if you are a photographer who is showing something interesting happening in Mumbai, like you can see all these things, you can actually start, pushing this across. Okay, so this is the way in which you can actually start getting featured across on accounts also. Now, what happens is, using relevant hashtags is what people will be able to find you. So what happens is, the post then becomes a very important thing, okay, in organic social media, because a post here, it's the single unit of content which you will be posting from your side, and if that post is good, then it will reach out to more people. Okay, so I have this particular image. So if you see out here right now, no matter what number of people you have, okay. So this is a feed right now, and this is one post. Your new post is shown to a small percentage. What that small percentage is, averages out somewhere around 10%. Okay. So if I have 800 followers, the initially it is going to be shown to 80 people if I make a post. Okay, if out of those 80 people who are seeing it, if people like it or share or they comment on it, then Instagram takes it as a positive. Okay, and it will show it to more few people. But if, let's say, there are people who are not seeing it, okay, so let's say for example this post is shown to a small number of followers. Okay, when this post is shown, algorithm measures how people are engaging. If it is being engaged more, then it will be shown to more similar people. Okay, so your audience will start looking at it, and then they are going to start looking at it and engaging. If more people start engaging it with, then you will get a sort of like a, you can say, escalation in followers or in likes. So the 10% rule basically says in the first 30 minutes to a 1 hour, your post is going to be open up to only 10% of the people. And based on their interaction, okay, based on their interaction, Instagram measures and sends to more people. Okay. So this single piece of information, if you understand, you can work on your organic content more effectively than earlier. Because if your organic content is not working, see, it's easy to say कि हम लोग organic करेंगे, but organic करने के बाद measure आपको करना पड़ेगा कि ये चीज चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा है. How do you measure? You need to have certain KPIs in mind. The major KPIs which, let's say, Instagram looks at, or any particular social media would look at, is like, comment, share, and follow. What you need is, if you understand with this 10% rule, do you think, can you guys tell me which engagement or which metric is more important according to your understanding? How will you measure success organically? Please add your comments in the chat. Comments, shares, number of likes, share, anything else? So imagine this. People are saying reach, but Arpit, reach again, as I mentioned to you, is dependent on how many people you have. Uska 10% is who are going to see this. Amay says follows. Amay is right. How many people are following you is the single most important metric which you need to just focus on as a business. Okay, because imagine this, if you have more number of people following you, and it's all connected, right? So the idea is simple. It's like a circle. Okay, let me just draw this for you guys. So imagine this. This is follows. What I am saying is I need more people to follow me as a business, because if I get more people to follow me, so imagine I have 100 people, 10 people will be shown my, you can say, post organically. If I have 1,000, 100 people will be shown. If I have 10,000, 1,000 people will be shown. So that's why I'm saying this is more important. The second part to this is, how will people know, okay, you have good content? You will first have to post. Okay, you'll have to first post more content. Then you will have to see what kind of engagement you are getting, which is your like, comment, and share. Okay, like, comment, and share. You will understand if people are engaging or not engaging with your content. So if you measure this at the end of the day, so you have to measure and then optimize. So earlier, what Vineet was talking about, he was talking about Vineet, right? I think, or Vikrant.
Yes, it's Vinny. It's Vinny.
So earlier, what Vineet was talking about was optimization, and optimization is, going to happen not right now, but only at the paid level. It is not the case. You have to optimize at every given moment, even in organic. So when you measure and optimize, what you will start doing is you will post new content, okay, that you feel will work. And then this entire thing. So this part is like this, okay. For follows, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post more content, and I'm going to get some likes. Then I will measure it. So it will be something as simple as, I will measure this thing, and based on that measurement, I will start reposting. So the flow which happens, okay, it will be something like this, and it's a circle. So what you need to do is you need to, bottom line इसमें जो सबसे बड़ा दिखता है वो है you need to post more content, because then only your followers are going to increase. Okay, so this is the way in which any social media works. This is not just for Instagram. This is the basic, the feed, all these things which I'm talking about. This is the basic for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all these things. Okay, right now if you were to see online, one second. So there's this interesting site called Google Trends. Okay, and in Google Trends you can basically search anything. So I am searching for Instagram, and it tells you what is the overall ranking of this particular search term everywhere. Now why this thing is important for us to understand, because this will help us to understand whether we are on a platform which is growing or we are on a platform which is not growing, or what is the demand. It tells you about that. So let's say if we look at this past 90 days in India, this seems very flat. Okay, and you will not be able to make a decision, but look at past 5 years. you know so people are finding out about Instagram, and they are wanting to know more, and this is how it happens. Another way to see whether this is relevant, search for TikTok. And you see, around 2018 it came up, and then बहुत अभी चक्कर चला, and now it's down because ban हो चुका है. Okay, so what this is helping you to see is what is the amount of people who are actually interested. Because if this is your market, online is your market, you now know, okay, everywhere around India they are searching for TikTok. Okay, and now it's dead. And Instagram, if we look at it, everywhere around India people are searching for it. What are they searching for? You will get those things. But again, that's a different session. The whole point which I am trying to say is that organic social media is where the attention is. Okay, and that's how we come to it. Now one thing is, this is the main thing which people start thinking about: is organic social dead? So organic social is not dead, but you need to understand this behavior, which is how do we behave throughout the day. Because this behavior directly talks about these green blocks. Okay, and ये green block में जब भी people are looking at social media, your post should be seen. So this is where there are these whole ideas about posting at a certain time. So if you were to post at this point रात को, it is not the fact, like people would say कि okay, मेरा ideal posting time is around afternoon. So Instagram has become very sophisticated. Okay, if you post in the night, okay, Instagram is not going to not show it to the person in the morning. If that person is a person who engages with your brand, no matter if you post in the night, it is going to show them in the morning. Instagram feeds are not chronological. Okay, if you see this, feeds are not chronological. This is something which is very important to understand. The content which you are seeing, and you must be feeling tabhi aap, if you are seeing it for the first time, you feel ki this is what is happening right now. No, it's not. This is what is or was happening in the past few hours. Okay, it might be plus or minus hours. So that's where I'm saying, so some post ka brand you might see, some brand ka post you might see, which would be posted 3 hours ago, and another brand ka post you might see which must have been posted 6 to 8 hours ago, but still you are seeing it because you like that brand. And this information or this understanding is why I would say organic social is not dead. It is very much alive. Okay, so I hope we are clear with organic. If you guys are clear with organic, or if you have any questions, please add your questions, okay, using the question and answer tab of Zoom. Okay, so that I'll come to the questions. If you have questions, you can use the question and answer tab of Zoom, and we will come back to those. Okay, I am moving on to paid social media. Any questions right now, immediate small ones, put it in the chat box, or else give me a hell yes so that I move ahead. I am getting hell yes. Devyani is saying how to generate more organic crowd. Devyani, you need to start posting more content. That's how you generate more organic crowd, and you need to also start. Okay, I'll just answer this question for Devyani because this is important. This part which I'm showing, this is just the understanding of it. Okay, this is not about how I can do this. To do it, what you need to do is organic has a lot more efforts in it. The efforts are something like reaching out to people on direct messages, reaching out to communities on direct messages, reaching out to, you can say, influencers also on direct messages, sharing your content with few people using direct messages. So Devani, with that, you will be able to see a rise in your account, and you need to engage with other people's content also, so that they can come and you start a conversation. The secret to increase more people is engagement and direct posts. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys, for the hell yeses. I'm moving on to paid social media. Now, paid social media has one very interesting fact which I would like to bring to the notice. This is a bloody GIF image, so it's coming like this. So, anyways, so if you guys understand Google search or Google paid ads, they are intent-based ads. Okay, what I mean by intent is people are actively searching for maybe a washing machine and they get a washing machine ka ad. Or people are searching for a review of a particular software and they get that particular ad. So that's why Google ads work only on search terms. Okay. Whereas Facebook or social media, I would say rather, it works on interest. Interest is something which is, it's not the intent to buy, it is the affinity to buy. So interest is something which determines this person, because now you would ask me, why are we only targeting based on interest? Because look at the engagement of what you're doing on social media. You are liking something. Liking means I like this. That is in effect showing you are interested in this. Okay. So, and whereas you're not searching actively, things are coming into your feed and you are interacting with them. So that's why it's a more interest based approach, which is there in paid social media. Now, paid social media is, can someone explain what's their idea of paid social media? Because I would like to learn from you guys. So please, if you guys can, someone can raise hands. I want to see new hands getting raised, even if it's something which is not maybe absolutely 100% out there. I would still want to interact with someone and understand. Can someone tell me what is paid social media ka understanding? Come on, guys. I think Neville has put up his hand. Neville, can you add something to this? You'll have to unmute yourself, I guess.
Am I audible right now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, paid would be like something to do with sponsored ads, promotional ads, influencers.
Right. Correct. But how does that, like, any idea of what you're saying is very broad,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I were a brand and I want to actually start running ads today, what ads should I run?
We can start a campaign and check out with the area first, a small area of people
Okay.
on Facebook,
Okay.
like
Sure.
just a small little ad. We have applications like Poster My Wall and buffers wherein you can just create an image and set the timing so it will go accordingly. It will be posted on Facebook as well as Twitter as well as Instagram. And based on the interest from those, based on the responses, I would say from all the pages, we can start looking out for some more paid ads like rope in some influencers?
Okay. Okay. I'll come to this. So
Okay.
thanks a lot for this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, one thing which I want to come to a point is we need to all come to the same point of why I said the story in the first place, right? Now the story was said in the first place from the point of view of, let's say, the chai. So let's say this is the tea stall. Okay. Now imagine this tea stall, and this tea stall is in a place which we mentioned. One second, let me just change this. Okay, so imagine the tea stall, and the tea stall is at a location which we mentioned, which is, let's say, nearby to a station. Okay, and that's a formula for success. Now imagine there is a tea stall near the station, and we are expecting a crowd. Do you think people will come only because of this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So what the station ka idea does is it gets us people who intend to buy. Okay, they might be interested, but they are also intentional in their purchase, because see, chai is something which is very small purchase. People in India are big fans of chai, so it's a custom. It's like, part of our culture. So this is targeting the people who are intending to buy this. Now, when I say interest, okay, interest is something which is maybe someone who doesn't go there often, just goes there with the intention of now drinking the tea because they are interested to check it out. Okay, and that is what social media can do for you. So over here, what ads need to be run? Now, imagine this: जो भी स्टेशन पे आएगा वो मेरा अगर ऑडियंस है तो वो X number of audience है. But अगर मैं मेरा ad चलाऊं in that area, so this I was saying this was happening around Chembur. So I would say I would do the first simple thing, paper ads, okay, which is nothing else but those stupid little pamphlets, and send it all across to offices and societies. This is the first set of ads which I will do. Why I am doing this? Because people around me should know that I exist. Okay, and if they want to order tea or something, they can come to me, or they can just give me a call. So there will be these phone calls and all those things. The second thing which people do is Zomato today or Swiggy, right? So you got a lot of these chai places on Zomato and Swiggy also. I'm not joking. So, and Zomato and Swiggy also have their ad platform over there. Yeah, Chayos, Ritika, you're right. Chayos is there, but I hate their tea. They are the worst in their tea, man. I don't know why they have made that. Sorry for using that term, hate. But yeah, I've tried them like 3, 4 times. I didn't like it. So there is Zomato, Swiggy, Fasos is there. Fasos, yeah. Uh, the next thing, what people would do is social media ads. Okay. Now this is what Neville was talking about. Imagine this same tea stall wala. What they would do is they would run a campaign targeting a particular area, like Chembur bola to Chembur, and maybe Govandi kar denge, Kurla kar denge, and वहाँ पे they would run ads so that they just build that particular thing. But this is just the point of we are saying ये build ये ad चलाएंगे and we are expecting journey कि बंदा आके खरीदेगा. But the journey is not that simple. Okay, if you were to do a ad funnel, okay, just search for ad funnel, okay, and you will get a lot of these things, which is tofu, mofu, bofu, or else you will get uh, something like this: low intent, high intent, and you will get something around this, which is again using the IDA framework, which if you guys have you can say attended my previous webinars, you must be knowing about this framework. Now this framework is so powerful, it's also being used in ads. Now similarly, the framework which I would like you guys to think about is something simple. You first need to raise awareness. So there should be ads which are purely about raising awareness about your brand, okay, brand or product. Now these ads are typically done so that you get a lot of people into your funnel, okay, who like this particular thing. So imagine if I am into making tea, I would want a lot of food related people, people who love food, people who love pages. So I can, as I said, social media pe I can uh, target people based on interest. I will go on to the Facebook ad algorithm or ad manager, and I would target people who like something like Mumbai food pages, okay, or who like some chefs, who like some things like which are similar to this, like me, maybe people are liking McDonald's ka page, maybe people are liking Domino's ka page or something like that, and I would go and I would, you know, add that kind of interest in my targeting. When I do that, these people, when they see my Yeble Chai ka ad, they would be aware about this at least. And why they would be aware? It's like this. Imagine you are trying to sell something, okay? Uh, imagine you go to, imagine you are in the Mumbai local wherein, you know, people are selling. There are these few people who come constantly to sell. One I have seen in my bachpan, they used to sell a product which just goes through the apple and it pulls out the all the seeds, you know, uh, together out. Then second thing which I had seen was something related to pen. Then I saw mobile chargers. Now what people are doing is they are like a mobile charger, headphone, ये सारी चीजें वहां पे आके they are selling it. If you see in that full compartment, only one or two people buy it. Okay, and the whole intention is because everyone else, no one has heard about that brand, no one trusts that brand, and the people who are buying it are only buying it because they do not, you know, intend to spend a lot of money and they are getting a good deal at that point. So that's why people are buying it. So awareness अगर होता, and imagine awareness होता, वो बंदे ने एक ad चलाया कि मैं जो ये headphones बेच रहा हूँ ये सबसे best है. Imagine he was selling JBL headphones and he was not going through the train compartment, but he was just stationed at the platform. People would come to him if they know about this. So that's the whole intention. Jumbo King ने स्टेशन पे चालू किया, बट जम्बो किंग ने एड भी चलाया वो टाइम पे. वो ऑर्गेनिक फुटफॉल पे रुका नहीं, because the intention is if I spend, you know, chiller and I can get rupees, I want to spend some chiller, and that is how you should be looking at ads. Okay, so in other terms, it's like spending cents and receiving dollars. So that's what we want to do. Now awareness is a very broad term wherein we want to target people who would like it, who would follow us, okay, who would maybe be intentional, be interested in what we are trying to say. They are not the people who might buy immediately. Understand this. Okay, these are people who are in the space and you're trying to build this crowd of people who would buy from you eventually, but not at that moment. The second thing is from that particular funnel. So the idea of this funnel is you got people in this first set. Okay, so this is the market potential. So you have got people who are interested to buy from you, who might be interested to buy from you in the future is what we are going out. If you see, all this is number of prospective purchasers. The second part to this is consideration. Consideration, this I really like this particular you can say cartoon. What it shows is this person, the salesman, he's like, you are in my shop, so you are at this point of consideration, but the person, the buyer is just saying, dude, I'm just looking for the bathroom. So not everyone, this is the concept of window shopping. Okay, if you enter a Chroma or if you enter a supermarket, you are not an actual buyer, but you are considering to buy. Okay, some people might just go for their loo breaks, which is also fine. But what we are trying to say is the people who have been in the awareness stage, those people we start then marketing to, because they have shown interest in the first stage. We run ads only for this group of people who is in the awareness, and try to get them to consider our product. Okay, how do we get them to consider? We try to show them, okay, एक काम करो, हमारा जो चाय है, okay, did you know, I would do something like, um, let's say, one second, yeah, in the awareness stage my ad would talk about Yevle chai has come to Mumbai or come to Chembur, is near you, that is awareness. Consideration ad might be something like, are you in the mood for some tea? Okay, and if ever you are near the station or something, drop in. So these are all consideration ads which are just generally being run. Now if someone shows interest in these ads, okay, then they move further below the funnel, and what I do is I want them to take action. So what are action based ads? Action based ads are basically, you come down to Yevle. If you have two friends along with you, I will make your chai free. Okay, just pay for one, I will give you two. So these kind of offers to redeem are all action based ads. All your e-commerce runs on action based ads. They have these offers which are constantly running, and they put you into this point wherein they show you three or four things, and they tell you, dude, buy from us. And you are like, oh yeah, I was actually considering this, but now there's an offer and I can actually make this purchase. Okay, so this is where offers and all come in. Now imagine why this is so crucial for you guys to understand. If you were just thinking about this as running ads, okay, you would never have thought ki I have to run this during my action stage. Okay, you would have actually run it for awareness, saying ki I am building awareness for people who want to buy this right now at a discount. But that crowd exists, but how are you sure कि that is the crowd who is ready to buy from you? Okay, it's like this. Jumbo King अगर आप जाओगे, okay, या फिर Jumbo King छोड़ देते हैं. If we go to Subway, and Subway अगर आप घाटकोपर के Subway में जाओगे, वहाँ पे Subway vegetarian है, वहाँ पे आपको non-veg नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, because it's a vegetarian locality. Now everywhere Subway is non-veg, but only in Ghatkopar it is veg. Even same with CCD. CCD in Ghatkopar is veg. Imagine if they come up with an offer कि आज हम लोग जो है ना non-veg दे रहे हैं for 10% discount or 20% discount. There's no use. That's not where the audience is. Okay, or they are not going to buy from them. This is where I'm saying, if you were to show this ad here at awareness and this ad maybe at this point, it's not going to work. What you want is, you need to know who is in the mind to buy. Okay, who is my crowd who is ready to buy from me. It's like Salman Khan hai, or Salman Khan ke fans agar hai, okay, then I can talk to them about Salman Khan comes up with his gym equipment, right? So now he's come up with a gym equipment thing. So this particular thing, if I were to just talk to people generally who are fitness freaks, they are not going to believe in that brand initially. But if the combination is of a fitness freak who is a Bollywood fanatic, and I use that to raise awareness, okay, and then I come to a point wherein I get him to a decision. So in consideration, I will introduce Salman Khan with the fitness equipment and everything, and then finally I get him to a decision ki, you know what, get a chance to meet Salman Khan if you buy from us right now. So that's how I want you guys to think of ads. Ads are nothing but an essential feature, okay, which you need for your business, and ads are required in this particular sequence. If your ads are not in this sequence, it's not going to work. I have done the mistake, actually. I have run ads which is out of sequence without thinking about these things, and and I have wasted my money and my client's money, and it's not led to any result. And I always used to think, "Ki, why is this happening?" And the reason is this is happening because there was no targeting based on the funnel approach, which I just spoke about. Okay. So, guys, I think uh, any. So, Amay basically is asked a question: how long should we run ads to make people aware about our brand? And how to identify the above ads are useful using statistics. Okay, my question to you is, how long do you intend to run your brand or business? I will see if I can get Amay on. Amay, actually, you are on right now. You can also, we can talk about this.
Yeah,
Hey,
hi,
Amay.
Judge.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great, great, great. Yeah, tell me. So, my question to you was, ki, how long do you intend to run your business?
Yeah, yeah, that's all my question here.
Hmm.
Yeah, how do we identify like how long should we run any ad or something,
Yeah, yeah.
or
So that's
how
what
to identify it whether we are successful or not?
understood. But I am asking you one question. This is for the previous question which you have. Like, how long should we run ads to make people aware?
Mhm.
Okay. So my question to you is, how long do you intend to run your business?
We all intend to run for a long time, maybe 10 years, 20 years, or more than that.
Correct. So my point is, जितना time आप business चलाओगे उतना time आप ad चलाओ.
Okay.
ठीक है, वो पहला बात. दूसरा, how to identify that above ads are successful using statistics? There are a lot of KPIs which you can measure. But ideally, what you need to do is you need to keep on changing your ads so that you get more, your content can be tested. And there's a whole lot of science behind that also. But I will only, so at different stages, there are different KPIs. At the awareness
Yeah.
stage, right? At the awareness
Mhm.
stage, for you, it is more important to understand reach and impressions. Okay, because
Mhm.
awareness mein kya hai, you have to reach to those many people. Okay, and you
Mhm.
have to maybe show your ad multiple times to those people. That's where impressions come in. Okay,
Yeah.
so reach and
So,
impression is very important for awareness.
mm, yeah.
When you come into consideration ke liye, there are many other things. It's like, share, maybe it might also be something like person has clicked on your link and gone to your website, and then you will have to map what they have done on your website. Okay, maybe they have
Mhm.
subscribed to your newsletter. So those are the things for subscription. And for the offers, it's as simple as them buying or securing or giving their lead information. That is for your
Mhm.
this particular the decision stage. Decision is all about taking action. So action जो भी आप promote कर रहे हो, if they have taken it, your ad is successful. Yeah.
एंड इन जनरल एक टाइम पे जो है हम लोग एड जो है कितने देर तक हम लोग रन कर सकते हैं व्हाट इज द प्रेफरेंस फॉर हाउ लॉन्ग
Only one particular ad. So abhi, if you
या
understand
ओनली
this,
वन पर्टिकुलर एड ओनली वन पर्टिकुलर एड
correct, correct. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, awareness, consideration, decision, these three types of ads, okay, they might have multiple ads inside them, but these three funnels need to run simultaneously. Okay, you could run, if you are starting off fresh, you could run. What I would do is, I would always want some more business, right? So I would obviously, maybe if you have a list of you can say your subscribers, email list hai aapke paas. If you have a list of database which you have the permission to market to, what I would do is, I would take that list, I would upload it on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, build my audience over there, because those people I know have the intention to buy. They are not coming in the interest to buy. Okay, so I will upload that database, I will set my custom audience, and then I will start running. The first ad would be a decision making ad, where I am selling stuff to them because I want to make business. Okay, then so when you are trying to build these ads, and this I would cover maybe in a different session, you need to go the reverse order. You need to put the decision making ad first, then consideration, and then you need to raise awareness.
Hmm.
Okay, but that's normally how it runs. And you might have under one awareness ka ad, you might have maybe 3-4 ads also. So depends on your business, depends on your understanding of this, and depends on the budget which you want to spend. Right? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Neville is saying, is it like festive offers? Yeah, Neville, I think I covered this. Nitin is asking when to do organic, when to start paid. Nitin, both these things need to start immediately in perpetuity. Okay, you need to start organic like right now. If you can start it, just start it. Just go for it. Ads, you could take maybe a week or two, and you should start running ads so that you can build your business, you can build your brand accordingly. Because if you guys understand the both these things are important, okay, to run simultaneously. I'll come to these points, which is, so these are a few things which I just want to talk about, which is one, if your brand has dead followers, okay, maybe you might have done the mistake of running ads or page like campaigns earlier, or you might have bought likes or followers. I would say you will have to remove those followers. Okay, so this is one thing which you need to do, which is an internal check. Because understand this, this is the secret of it all. I don't know how many of you understand the importance of this, but this particular thing, this is the only thing I would say this is the biggest takeaway from this webinar. I would want you guys to go with, which is if you have bad audience. Okay, so imagine if you have bought, and I've seen companies who have bought likes and everything. If you have bought likes earlier, and imagine you have got at least 10,000 odd people. Now, these 10,000 odd people may say your algorithm is going to catch 10%. 10% is 1,000 people. Now, in those 1,000 people also, if it's not, it's going to be a very random thing, right? So if you have more percentage of dead audience or dead bots or something, you need to first remove those, because unnecessarily your content is not reaching organically to people. Okay, I hope that is clear. So that is one main thought which I want you guys to do, which is remove dead followers. Remove, even on LinkedIn, there must be few connections you must have just connected with. They must have reached out to you. If it's not in your domain, remove them. Okay. Second part is this. I guess this is just a question for you guys. You tell me, money or and like basically paid marketing. Should we spend money? Yes or no? Can you guys give me a reply in the chat? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ritika says yes. What do others think? I see few yeses. Okay. Come on, guys. If you guys are confused, say I don't know. Okay. So this is a decision which I want you guys to think of. Okay. Vineet again says, why not? If spending a few cents, you earn a few dollars. Correct. That is absolutely the mindset you need. Neville says no. Neville talking about no. Okay. Neville, think about this from a mindset of initially your brand to build organically, you have to do a lot of efforts. Okay. If you want to increase that 10%, which I mentioned to you, okay, if you run an awareness ad and get more followers, that is going to help you, because your main thing which I said is more number of followers. Now building followers right now initially is going to take some amount of time. If you have the time, then perfect, do not spend. But if you do not have that time, and if you want faster results, you need to spend and you need to reach out as many people as possible. Okay. The next part is, in all your communication, you need to think of interaction. You need to make your content, whatever content you make. Like right now, if you see, I am having this particular presentation with you guys on Trello, but I am asking you guys, on Zoom to reply to some things. I'm making you engage with me. I'm making you interact with me, because that is where the connection starts building. That is where I am getting feedback ki whether I am making sense to you guys, or whether you are understanding, whether I am going fast, slow, whatever. So always when it comes to creating content, you need to think interaction. You need to think about why will someone click on this? Because a single click is going to be considered as an engagement. For example, on Facebook, if someone clicks on your photo, okay, or on Instagram, if someone clicks on your photo, that is considered as an engagement. Okay, that's why carousels today. So I was uh, before coming for this particular, you can say, webinar, I was just doing a random search, and I did the search. Right now, I'm seeing a trend on Instagram, which is of Instagram carousels. Okay, so I just did a random search, Instagram carousels, and if we see past 5 years, okay, second, it is carousels. Yeah. So if we see like this is United States. Let's look at it worldwide. Okay, the numbers are different. If you see right now, carousel, this particular thing is growing from 2020. Okay. Now, if I put this particular term, Instagram carousel, check this out. This is worldwide data, and worldwide Instagram carousel from 2000. So something happened here wherein they were the rage, but today it's gone beyond it and it's growing. Okay, where all it is growing, you can check it. You check these terms also: Instagram carousel, specs, size, all these things. Similarly, if you search LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn as a social network is growing today. Check this out. And if you see this is happening during the lockdown. This was around March 1st. Okay, so March 1st, there were these search terms and all, but now afterwards, after March 15th, it's constantly on the rise. So these are few things. So if we want to think about these things, whenever you're thinking of content, think of interaction. Think of how I started this particular talk. I started this particular webinar, which is on organic versus paid social media, with a cup of chai. Okay, chai is something which connects with people. Chai is something which connects with everyone. No one is going to think कि अरे यार ये बोल क्या रहा है. So that's the whole idea. The last part is you need to think of community. You need to start thinking about how to reach out to more number of people. I would not think of, so my product is chai. The community is chai lovers. Okay, my product is, let's say, wine. Then I need to reach out to wine tasters. I need to reach out to people who love wine, people who love fine dining, people who love uh, more on these things. Okay, 1 second. There's one more thing. Yeah, Ritika. I will come to that. So there is, with regards to wine, if people are searching for, then we need to start looking at wine communities which are there, fine dining communities which are there, and there are a lot of them actually. Uh, Neville wants to add something. Hey Neville, just unmute yourself, please.
book,
Yes,
there,
yes, Neville.
there is a community called Kasakai Mumbai.
Right. Okay.
So you can check that out also for Mumbai lovers and all.
Awesome. Yeah, sure. And if you see these guys, they start off with gather over a chai, coffee or beer. So these are the community is, very chill. It's talking about all these things, and we can actually reach out to these guys whenever we want to, talk about board games or open mics or gaming or something on those lines. So this is great. So this is where, the community starts to come into play, and we start to understand, because I cannot reach one person. Okay, but imagine if Kasakai Mumbai would post my content which I have posted on my feed. Maybe through that, people who are Kasakai Mumbai followers might start looking at my feed more seriously. And that's the beauty of community which we need to think about. So organic may this all is possible, but we need to start thinking about how to make the right content for Kasakai Mumbai or similar communities. Okay, so I will. So Ritika added one more thing. If you see, with Google Trends, what you guys can do is, if there are some search terms which you want to stay updated about regularly, you can set Google alerts also. Okay, so that is a cool point, because on social media, whatever is happening around the world, if you want to stay in touch, you can use Google alerts also. Okay, Amay is asking, in general, how to keep a tab on changing social media calendar for posting content. Amay, generally you need to keep on doing your research, the cycle which I showed you, right? Ki you need to start posting content, you need to determine your like, share, comments, and you need to measure and optimize them. Now measurement ke time pe, you need to see if a certain post is not working well, then you need to replace it with some other post. How will you replace it? You need to check out what is working online. So that would again imply you need to start doing your research. You need to go back to the drawing board, start thinking what else can I do to communicate with people. And that's how you can, build this whole narrative. So guys, I think with this, we are at this point. Amay is saying, do we have to do it daily or like same quarterly or before changing? Amay, social media is very dynamic, so you will need at least to look at it on a daily basis, not with the intention of changing content, but with the intention of understanding what trends are coming into the picture. So social media is a daily. Someone from your team will need to maybe do a 2-hour hustle daily on a single account, so that you can be stay on top of your social game. It's a 2-hour daily cycle which needs to be followed. Okay, guys. Ritika, can you add in the next webinar date as well as the you can say what is the webinar about? I will. One second. Let me just search for Ritika. Ritika, you can talk actually. That's going to be best. Yeah, Ritika, you can unmute yourself. Audio issue. Okay, guys. There's a so next Saturday I am going to be talking about writing for ads. Okay, that's the webinar which is going to happen shortly. The link will be shared with everyone. So basically, if you guys are thinking about how to go about writing ads, and how to think about awareness ads, consideration ads, decision ads, so that's what I will be covering next time. How that content can be created and how that content needs to be thought about, at least from the writing front. Creation is something else, but at least from the writing, which is the copy part of it, I will be doing that. Thanks a lot, Devyani, for that. And thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys spending this time with us. Okay, if you have any questions or anything, let me know across on Jeet at singularity.in. Okay, so if you guys see right now, Ritika has posted the topic. The topic is writing for adverts. What you will learn is the secret of copywriting, when to use benefits, when to use features, writing across the ad funnels. So that is basically awareness, consideration, decision. and you will also discover the number one mistake in ads which people are making. Okay, we need thanks a lot. So with that, would you be covering for digital ads? These all concepts apply everywhere. There are no concepts like digital के लिए करो traditional, हर जगह पे काम आएगा. ठीक है? Thanks a lot, guys. With this, we have come to an end. Neville, I remember your request. I will be sending you that you can say mail soon. So we're just figuring that out because we want to just ensure that it's a private link and everything. So I will send that soon to you. Anything else? Please reach out to me. I'll just share my email ID. My email ID is jeet@singlarity.in. Instagram, you could follow me at Jeet. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot and take care. God bless.